Hi guys, this is Mallory here. Hey, so I was looking at all the stuff that we've got to do. I know it's so crazy right now. And I was looking at all of our stuff that we would normally be doing at school and realized that today we would be doing a lab on acids and bases, and we'd be doing something called a titration experiment, and I came to the conclusion there is no real way that we can do this for reals. And then I was working through some other things and realized that I was working on planting my garden and realized that is an acid-base titration. So stick tool in this little screencast is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to splice a bunch of videos together, and I'm going to show you how to plant a garden using acid-base chemistry. Alright, this is my family doing recess. We're playing spike ball. See, we have a little bit of life, got some music going on. This is my backyard. Over here we have some horses. And on this other side over here we have my vegetable garden. And those are some things that I'm going to talk to you guys about today, about planting a vegetable garden. So Tooele County soil is really, really clay. I'm in Grantsville, so we don't even have a lot of rocks. And so over the weekend we went ahead and decided to increase the pH value of our soil by going ahead and rototilling it and adding in a whole bunch of what I have 10 times of extra of horse manure. and the horses, just think about it, if we eat food to go through our gut has a high level of acidity, and so the manure comes out and it's at a higher level of acidity, so we can actually use it to balance the pH of our soil. And so you can see I've got a big area here that I'm going to plant. At this time of year I can plant potatoes, onions, garlic, and some other things. And so this is our grazing pasture. Our horses aren't allowed into it, so they're kind of taking a nap. See, my horses are out taking a nap. We've got Holper in the middle who's laying down. Rusty's the one walking towards the shed, and Carmelo's over there looking at the camera, wondering if this is another pasture that we have. We're actually changing the pH of this by adding horse manure to it as well, so that we can plant alfalfa and things like that. So we can grow a little bit of food for our horses and also food for ourselves. We have a little bit of extra, and we can still have fun. Spike ball! It's crazy school break. More spike ball. Alright, so here's a couple things I'm going to be going and planting out there in a little bit. I'm going to plant some raspberries. Raspberries like alkaline soil, so these are going to do well in Tooele County soil. These blackberries that I have, they're also going to do quite well, and I'm pretty excited about those. I went and got these over at the Tractor Supply Company on Saturday, and then I'm going to plant some blueberries. Blueberries like acidic soil, so thank goodness I have an extra bunch of horse manure. I'm going to actually have to fill a pot so that I can keep the acidity in, and go ahead and fill that with manure mostly and a little bit of dirt, and then I'll plant these blueberries into a pot. So that'll be a way that pH chemistry is useful for us. Here's some other things I found to plant. We're going to have some red onions. I can salsa every year. We have a lot of salsa at our house. Garlic. I need to hurry and get these in the ground because these smell really, really, really bad. I gotta get the smell out of my house. These garlic cloves, you can see they look just like the ones at the grocery store, but they've got little green shoots coming out of them. So if you have extra garlic with green shoots coming out of them, you can go ahead and stick those in the ground. And these are my red onions. And then I have a whole bunch of seeds, like the corn I'm going to have to wait on. But peas, especially the snow pea variety right now, these taste really, really, really good. Also plant some white onions as well, because I like to put white onions in my salsa, and also white onions when I make spaghetti sauce. The other thing you're going to plant is potatoes. And you guys might think I'm a little bit crazy, but these are my potato sprouts. Going, wait a minute. These look like the peels from Sunday's dinner. That's because they are the peels from Sunday's dinner. So let's talk about potatoes for a second. This literally is a potato my husband's parents went and picked up from Idaho a couple weeks ago. When this whole quarantine started, they went and bought a 50-pound box of potatoes for everybody in their family so we wouldn't run out. And by accident one year, I was peeling potatoes and I put my peels into my compost bin. And I grew potatoes all over the place. Potatoes really like the acidic or neutral soil, especially if you add things like manure to it. So on potatoes, if you ever look, they will sprout. This where my thumb is pointing is called an eye. Anywhere that there's an eye, you can grow a potato plant. So a lot of farmers will just take these, cut them into chunks, and go ahead and plant them in the ground. For me, I went ahead and cut around the eye. And on Saturday, when I get a little bit of time, when we're not teaching school online, I'm going to take my chunks of potato peels with the eyes on them. Here's a chunk, and there's the eye right there where the potato will grow from. And I'll go ahead and plant a whole bunch of russet potatoes. It is true that if you start with a smaller chunk like this, you're going to get a smaller potato. But if we plant them right now at the end of March, that'll be an extra long growing season, and so we can use time to come up with it to compensate. The other thing a friend of mine showed me the other day is that if you want big potatoes like this, you plant these at the surface, and then as the green leaves come up, then you go back and bury the leaves until they're about a foot thick, foot deep, and then you end up with really big potatoes like this one. So anywhere there's a shoot like this, you can plant them. If you look in your closet, you can see the shoots coming out of them. I actually went to Tractor Supply stores and all kind of stuff the other day looking for potato starts, which are just really small potatoes, and no one had any. They said they might get some on Saturday, but people are buying them like crazy because of the epidemic, because they don't need to know where their food is coming from. So if you're wondering how to grow potatoes without going to the store, go ahead and take one of these potatoes, cut out the eye, stick that in the ground. And if you do it with more manure and create a more acidic soil than the alkaline soil that we've got, you're going to get great crops, okay?